What's going on, everybody? I'm your average gamer. As always, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and in this video I want to talk about what I think is going to be the downfall to Overwatch 2. So I've only been playing this game for about just under 2 weeks, like about 10 days or so, and been trying to promote it as much as I can, talking about how much I like it and the things I like about it and stuff like that. As much as I talk about the pros, there are two huge negative things about this game that I feel as if it's going to absolutely kill the community and the game itself. Now, the second part I think is going to be, a lot more important than the first part, but I do feel as if this does play a big role. The very first thing I want to talk about, which is something I keep bringing up in a lot of my videos, is the fact that there's no aim assist in cross-platform lobbies. Meaning, if you try to play with a PC friend or anything like that, if you're on console, you'll have no aim assist, which is a huge thing, a part of this game for a first-person shooter or any first-person shooter. Now, at first, I didn't think too much of it because, again, I'm new to the game and I don't have the experience to really give my 2 cents in the ranking system. But one thing I'm really good at, or at least I try to give myself credit in, is the ability to pick up every game, no matter the genre or type, and figure it out pretty quickly. I think it's pretty evident if you look back at my very first Overwatch 2 video and compare it to my most recent. The whole point I'm trying to make is that I'm a gamer, just like so many of you, but I'm very passionate about it. It's something I've been doing for so many years. Again, just having the ability to play anything and everything and just like it all. A lot of people tend to have a preference when it comes to video games. Yeah, not me, dude. I'll play literally anything. It'll be a racing game, a shooting game, a MOBA. It could be an RPG. It doesn't matter. I'll play it all and I like it all. But when it comes to the aim assist in this game, or at least in the cross-platform, it's a shame. It's a huge shame that there is no aim assist. The reason I think this is because a lot of people are missing out on such a big community because of the console gamers. Consoles offer a huge community. And one thing I was talking to about everybody about this game is I'm an advocate for video games, meaning I will talk only really good things about it. I'm not trying to shit on the game in this way. My whole point is I'm trying to bring light to these, what I think are problems, to make the game even better than it is now. There are a bunch of people saying this game is Overwatch 1.5 or whatever, and again, I didn't play the first one, and had I played the first game 4 or 5 years ago, I probably would have that same feeling. But at the end of the day, what nobody is talking about is that this game is free. It's free on every platform, and that's huge. Any game that's huge or free tends to be pretty big, whether it's Apex, Fortnite, or even Call of Duty Battle Royale. One thing I'd like to point out is as big as Call of Duty is, it would have never been as big if the Battle Royale wasn't free in the first place. Now, I have absolutely no explanation to why aim assist is even turned off in this game. It's not like this OP thing. It is something that I feel as any controller player needs, even if you're on PC. If you're on PC and you play on controller, you need aim assist. That's just how it is. It's like that in every single game. And this whole banter between controller and mouse and key, dude, it pisses me off and it needs to stop. Because again, like, as somebody that loves video games, it's a damn shame that we sit here and argue, right, about what's easier to aim with and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it all determines about the player itself. I tried using this example in my last video, and again, I'm not trying to be conceited or any way, but my whole point I'm trying to make is it's not that easy, or it's not as easy as everyone makes it seem. If you guys think that you can pick up a controller and play every single game that I've played and do it as successfully as I did, I'm sorry, but you're smoking dick, okay? But again, I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt and be as open-minded as possible. There's no way in hell I'm hitting a lot of the shots that you do while you're on mouse and key. I try to keep it as balanced as possible. But that whole mindset of saying that controller players have it easy, dude, that's such a weird thought process. As a gamer, I would sit here and tell you that yes, playing on mouse and key is way harder than playing on controller. Anybody that's an average person will have a better time or easier time on controller. With that being said though, your ability to get really good on mouse and key is way higher than your ability to get good on controller. I feel like a shorter ceiling, meaning you can get good faster, but you're going to reach your potential a lot faster. And that's the opposite with mouse and key, where I feel as if it takes a lot longer to get good, but once you're good, you have it. I don't know, that's just how I feel. I want to know what you guys think in the comments, but again, be kind of nice. I understand that this can be very toxic, but I want that whole thing to stop. I find it hilarious that all this kind of stemmed from off of Fortnite, where a lot of mouse and key players would blame controller players for L2 spamming, but at the same time, you guys have more button commands or keybinds to, you know, being able to do a bunch of other stuff. It all goes hand in hand, okay? One last thing that I want to bring up about this conversation is I find it extremely whack that people even talk about controllers or anything. I understand that it's a lot of like first-person shooters that a lot of people have a problem with, but my whole thing is, right, I play a bunch of other freaking games, right? And the fact that a lot of people target aim assist, I feel as if takes away from the stuff that I've done in other video games, even single-player games that have aim assist. I feel as if it just totally negates everything I've done, and I don't want that. You know, feel free to go watch any of my games or gameplay. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the greatest at every single game that I play, but I would like to think that the games that I play, I do offer a little bit of something. I just think it would be an amazing idea to bridge the gap between consoles and PC and redo the ranking system so you're not just the best on your system, but you're the best in the world. I feel like that would give an entire new perspective of the game and the ranking system. The very, very next thing I want to bring up about this game, which I feel as if is a huge problem and it makes me not want to play the game at all, is the team balancing in this game. Right? It gets me so tight and so mad. Again, I'm okay with losing, I'm okay with all of that, as long as I have a chance, okay? My huge problem is I'm a gold 1 damage character, but I'm an Ashe main, okay? So I'm a gold 1 Ashe, pretty much. And what's frustrating is when we get either a tank, which I didn't get ranked in tank, so I understand. But when we get a damage character, and I'm Moira or whoever, any other support, and I'm frying, and I'm doing way better than the damage characters on my team, I understand that it's trying to place me as a support, but I'm already a gold 1 damage character. You shouldn't give me worse damage characters on my team. You should kind of have it be almost somewhat the same, if that makes any sense at all, because it only makes me want to either play damage characters 24/7 or not play the game at all, when I'm doing as much as I possibly can on a support, which you can only do so much. When I first started playing this game, I realized it immediately and even said something about it in the hopes that maybe it was just because it was my first couple of games on, and again, it's trying to figure out where to place me or the skill-based matchmaking, whatever it is. But no, every day I get on, I feel as if 7 out of the 10 games I have, my teammates just aren't there. Now, I'm not trying to sit here and say I'm the best on my team every single game. No, I've had amazing teammates, and I've even gone out of my way to say something and stuff like that. So don't think I'm just like this negative person who's like, oh, I'm the best in the world and stuff like that. No, by any means, that's not what it is. It's just frustrating when your tank either like leaves the game because they died a few times, or, you know, they're not sticking around you or whatever it is. For example, in my very, very first game, I had a tank die. He switched characters. He died again. He switched characters. He died and he left. So he's like 0-3, 0-4, and he just left in a ranked game. And that sucks. You know, you should have the ability to at least forfeit the game or something, because the fact that you're a whole man down and you're already getting your ass kicked, I don't know. I just find it extremely infuriating. But this gameplay speaks volumes of what I'm saying. So the very first game was a little meh. A lot of, I don't know, different types of players in that game. This one, again, 2 totally different sides of the spectrum. Just team difference like crazy. Not much I could have done. And I'm not trying to point any fingers, but again, like, look at our tank. I'm trying my best to keep everyone alive and stuff like that. The other team was very good. I got to give them the benefit of the doubt. They were very, very good. You know, even if we had a very good team, I'm not sure if we would have won. But, you know, again, I still want the ability or the chance to do so. And I know for a fact that I'm not the only person feeling this way, because even after this gameplay, you'll see why I kind of have this specific gameplay. I literally just played like 3 or 4 games, and these are the consecutive games that I got. From first to this second game, and the next game you're going to see is the third game. And watch the team balancing. I don't understand it. It went from me being on the crap shitty team to me facing the crap shitty team and me having a somewhat decent team. I hate that. I think that's the stupidest thing ever. The reason it just irritates me so much is because, again, this game is fun, it's competitive, and it should be competitive. It shouldn't always be one-sided, and the fact that I noticed this immediately when I first started playing this game, and I keep talking about it to this day, is a problem, and it needs to be fixed. I have no idea how to fix it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I have the answers, right? But for a game that's supposed to be Overwatch 2, dude, like, it shouldn't really encounter these problems all the time. Of course I get it, it's going to happen every now and again, But like, I get it. I play so many video games. Like I really do understand and I get it. But dude, it just sucks when it's so much. I also apologize if it sounds like I'm complaining or whining. That's not what I'm trying to do. The whole thing is I do absolutely love this game. I'm very passionate about video games in general. And I don't want this game to fail. I would like it to succeed. Whether, you know, Call of Duty comes out and that has that hype train for a little bit and people hop back on this, that's what I want. You know, I want this game to always be the go-to. Like, hey, like, a new game came out, can we play it? Sure, it's not the greatest. Let's go back to Overwatch for a bit. Or you take a break for 2-3 months and you come back playing a whole new character. That's what I want. I want this game to survive. If you disagree, please let me know. You know, again, I'm trying to be as open-minded as possible. And I'm trying to see from everybody's perspective, you know, why they feel this way. This is just my opinion. You know, I'm not trying to sit here and think that console gamers are going to come over and take over Overwatch and it's going to be the reason why it survives. That's not all what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that console community is a huge part of any community and should be welcomed with open arms. Now, I understand that this might be a biased take since I am playing on console. My whole thing is I'm fine without playing against PC players. I played Call of Duty throughout all those years and ran into so many different hackers and stuff like that, which again, only some stem from PC players. I'm not trying to throw you guys under the bus and I'm not saying all you guys are cheaters, but that was a huge problem in that game and it's nice to not have to experience any of that again. Anyways, that's going to do it for the end of my video. If you enjoyed any of it, a like would mean an absolute ton. And be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is free and it helps me out a ton. As always, I love y'all and I hope you guys stay smooth. Peace.
We've lost possession of the robot. Let's get this party rolling. Big stanger lap. Surrender to my will. Such is the force of progress.
The enemy has the robot. Incoming!
Approaching fire. Victory!